She let my siblings die. I made her regret it forever. This is a story that took 13 years to finish. It's not a fairy tale. It's pain, loss, and long-planned revenge. You might want your soda for this one. When I was a toddler, my baby brother Mark was born. My mom decided I was no longer important. She called me a demonic hellspawn and left me with my grandparents. I wanted her love, but she didn't have any to give me. Years passed and my family changed. My mother remarried and had 2 more kids, Sam and Alicia. By 13, I was in that rebellious phase, and my stepdad's punishment was violence. If I showed any independence, I got beaten. Sometimes in front of my mother, who did nothing. I started to learn how to wait and hold everything in. My mother and stepdad refused to do housework. When my grandparents went away, they made us do adult jobs, climb ladders, clean gutters, dangerous work for kids. I was tired and angry, and I stored up that anger like coal for a future fire. When I was 14, our mother told Mark and me to watch little Alicia while she slept. We checked everywhere, panicked, tore the house apart. We never once thought to look in the pool. Then my mother screamed. We ran outside. Alicia was on the deck, not breathing. They tried CPR. The ambulance came. They pulled the plug that night. She was 2 years old. I blamed myself at first. But the truth was simple. She had been left alone because my mother didn't care enough. After that, CPS got involved and my father started a custody battle. For a while, I lived with my grandparents. Then my mother fought to get us back. Everything was messy and fragile. Our family was breaking, and the damage kept mounting. I thought it couldn't get worse. I was wrong. At 15, Mark broke his finger, had surgery, and was on strong pain meds. My mother was supposed to watch him and manage those meds. She failed. He overdosed. He was 15. I remember seeing the paramedics push a stretcher with a body bag through our driveway. That sound, that sight, it lit something inside me that would never die. After Mark died, my family split into 2 camps. My father's side blamed her. My grandparents still loved her in their own way. Sam was taken into foster care. My mother could never raise children again. At 19, at 20, the anger grew. I promised myself something. I would ruin her life the way she ruined ours. My first acts were small, nasty, and childish. When she slipped at work and hurt her back, I hid her pain meds. Sometimes I threw them away. I watched as she suffered pain and begged for relief. I smiled privately. A few months later, she wrecked a car while high on meds and was arrested for DUI, 6 months in jail. I laughed. When she came out, she had to live with us. I turned my old room into my gaming den and shoved her things into storage. She had to sleep on the couch. The physical discomfort was a small, constant revenge. It wasn't dramatic, but it was persistent, and that persistence mattered more than a single explosion. She spiraled, convinced my grandparents to procure drugs illegally, lied repeatedly, manipulated her way into money. I tried to stop it quietly. I put an anonymous tip into the police once, but nothing happened. Not every plan worked. But I kept pushing little honest cuts, and the pain added up. Years rolled on. I worked, saved money, watched my grandparents age. My grandfather died. My grandmother was moving into a retirement home. My mother had spent through her inheritance and was broke, humiliated, and desperate. One day, she came to me while we were helping grandmother prepare. She asked, "Will you take care of me after grandma's gone?" "It's your duty as my son," I stood up, stared her straight in the eye, and I told her exactly what I'd been holding for 13 years. "You get nothing from me. Grandma's going to a home. I'm moving states. You destroyed my life. You took my siblings away. You broke the law and made everyone miserable. You will die alone, and I will laugh. I never loved you and I never will. You will not be at my wedding. You will never see grandchildren. Rot in hell." My grandmother's jaw hit the floor. My mother collapsed in tears. For the first time in 13 years, I felt something I hadn't expected. Peace. This revenge wasn't textbook justice. It was a survivor's closure, built on grief, not joy. If you have siblings, cherish them, protect them, because some things you can never undo.